Try as they might, they will never be able to fully break the spirit of this community. Recently, I've been dealing with a shadow ban from YouTube. Now, YouTube claims that they don't do shadow bans, but there's just way too much evidence out there. And I'm not going to go into the whole story of why I felt that I was being shadow banned and whatnot, because it's a long, drawn out story. It spans several weeks. So, but I know I'm a small channel. I know I'm not going to get a lot of subscribers. I know I'm not going to get a subscriber every day. I know I'm not going to get views, hundreds of thousands of views. And I understand this. That's how social media works. You build up to it. And I fully understand that. That is something that's fully understandable. And YouTube is a private company, therefore they can ban people, shadow ban people, delete channels, delete videos. They can do whatever they want to. They can silence you if they choose to. It's a private company, so they're allowed to do that. That's perfectly legal. I kind of figured out that it's probably because I took all of my videos, because I figured out how to make shorts out of all my videos, and I made shorts and posted them all on the same day. So maybe they looked at it as spamming. I don't know. All I know is that my channel was shadow banned, and it was a bitch to get shit on there. People couldn't see my videos. Well, I guess some people could if they were subscribed, I guess. I was giving people my channel name. I was giving people the video name. I was even giving them the address for the video. And they still weren't finding it and so forth. So, like I said, it's a long drawn out story that's gone several weeks and so forth. Anyhow, this world is full of people who, if you don't follow what their belief is, their morals and values, as it were, then they will attempt to try to shut you down or try to silence you and try to keep you quiet. They read one thing on the topic and become experts on it. A good example of this is there was, in August of 2022, I think it was called Noblesville, tried to shut down in My Inner Baby. I think it's My Inner Baby, My Inner Child, something like that. It's an ABDL place. Now, I haven't dived into the whole subject matter because I've been dealing with issues of my own here on YouTube. But it seems like the city went to the Urban Dictionary to find out what the definition of ABDL was. That's right, the people that we put in power going to the Urban Dictionary and using one sentence to define what's right and what's wrong. So instead of, doing research and so forth on a topic like they're paid to do, they just, again, went to the Urban Dictionary, read one sentence and said, that's ABDL, that's what it's about, so we're going to shut this place down for zoning issues. If something doesn't fit somebody's morals and values, they immediately ban it and call it wrong. And we in the ABDL community, we live with this on a regular basis, a daily basis, if you will, because people seem to think that, we're going against their morals and values, and that seems to be wrong. And, that's life. So that city made their entire decision based on a sentence. And I believe Tykables dealt with something similar when they were opening up their storefront or their brick and mortar store. I believe they went through something similar to that. But today I want to talk about social media, YouTube, because I'm on YouTube, and what they consider restricted or advertiser-friendly content. Social media owners decide what is advertiser-friendly and what's not. Here on YouTube, any content talking about kinks, fetish, lifestyles that are outside the norm is considered not advertiser-friendly. Now, I totally understand if they want to make, ABDL content that's not, that's sexualizing it, and, we don't want to turn it into a porn site or anything, but, I can understand that not being advertiser-friendly. But seriously, what harm is there in watching somebody, crawl around in a diaper, or show their little room, or show the little wares that they have and whatnot, and just the things that make them feel little and stuff? What harm is there in that? Why is that not advertiser friendly? I mean, hell, do diaper reviews. there's adults out there that want to see diaper reviews that maybe they need a little bit more than what Depends has to offer. Because we all know how wonderful Depends are for people in our community. Now, showing a diaper change and some of the girls out there may show a little too much above the waist. Yeah, I can see where they can consider that kind of sexual, I guess. I don't know. But here's my problem with the advertiser-friendly way of thinking. Number one, nobody who watches kink, fetish, or lifestyle of this nature videos or content buy anything. I think that advertisers who choose not to advertise on a ABDL or a kink, fetish, lifestyle type channel are doing themselves a complete and total injustice. Now, mind you, there are a lot of people out there that are into kinks and fetishes and lifestyles outside the norm that don't have a lot of money to spend on their preferred kink or fetish. And then there's the people that do. No matter how you slice it, anybody in a kink or fetish community has more disposable income than the family-friendly content that a lot of advertisers are looking for. And we have a lot more disposable income. I mean, seriously, let's look at Capcom. Okay, you spend like $125 for the ticket, something like that. I don't know how much it is these days. You pay $400 to $600 for the 3 days at the hotel. You spend money on food and travel and anything else you want to buy there and stuff. It can jack up into a couple $1,000s. That's one event. There's people in kinks and fetishes out there that go to many, many events a year. That's not to mention us in the ABDL community, like people like me who are 24/7, how much money we shell out a month for diapers. I mean, that's, let's not even talk about that. So if we're willing to drop a couple $1,000s on an event, or spend money on different ABDL type things or stuff within our fetish or our kink or our lifestyle, then what's to say we won't buy their skin cream that they're selling, or invest in their money market thingy that they're advertising on, or that cup of Folgers coffee. Who's to say we're not going to buy these things? Yeah, I would buy a Ram truck if it was being advertised to me. Well, maybe not a Ram truck, but the point, you get the point. So to say a kink, fetish, lifestyle, outside the norm channel is not advertiser friendly, I think is the advertisers doing a complete and total injustice for themselves. They're losing out on a lot of money. And the way I look at it is, if you're not willing to advertise to me or my viewers, then why should I purchase your product? Why should I purchase the product if you're not going to advertise to me? If you don't think I'm worthy of advertising to, then why should I think you're worthy to purchase your product? Number two that bothers me about their advertiser-friendly policy is some content is advertiser-friendly. So it would appear YouTube is perfectly fine with you doing a reaction video where you're watching a ABDL, DL, or fetish kink lifestyle video. You're laughing at them, bullying them, clowning them, everything else, but you're watching the video in the entirety. Apparently, that is advertiser friendly. You just can't be the one creating the video. It's that fine line. It's that fine line that they have. That seems to me like a double standard. It seems like YouTube is talking out both sides of their ass. The policy, the community guidelines has a policy in there against bullying, yet these people take our content and bully us with it. That's bullying. You can slice that pie any way you want, it's bullying. But that's advertiser friendly. That's, yeah, we're going to advertise, we're going to put advertisers on that because, that's advertiser friendly. I see my channel as an educational channel. I try to inform the uninformed, the people who think they know ABDL, who aren't in ABDL, and try to inform the uninformed. Also, try to help my brothers and sisters within the community out with any questions they might have that I might be able to answer, and so forth. So I look at my channel as an educational channel. So why they would ban something like that, or shadow ban or something, it makes no sense to me. It makes zero sense to me. I don't know. Anyhow, YouTube should fix whatever system they have that determines whether a channel should be banned or restricted or is not advertiser friendly. But I think that before they ban a channel or shadow ban a channel or age restrict it or say it's not advertiser friendly, I think they should do it on a channel by channel, video by video basis. Mind you, that's a lot of work and so forth, and I understand that, and the algorithm maybe needs fixed so that it can make sure that people are getting their content out and it's determining which is bad and which is not. Also, they need to fix the flagging system because, if 1,000 people flag your video, YouTube will immediately ban it. I guess it's 1,000. I don't know what number it is. But they'll ban it until somebody can review it. Well, they need to have an open-minded person review it because not everything that one person's into, everybody else is into. Not everybody's into ABDL, but not everybody's into leather. Not everybody's into whips and chains. Not everybody's into the same thing. So they need to have an open-minded person doing the review. So that's my opinion on this subject matter. So other than that, what do you guys think of my new look? I mean, the new look that I have here. What do you guys think? More brighter. I wanted to go with brighter colors, make it look bigger, and so forth. So, yeah. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment if you must, and until the next video, be blessed.